digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name in the soil. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. Qualifying ghosts, I'll throw them down. Every corner's mine, I own this town. Tires scream, my setup's tight. I bled for this win in the virtual light. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I chase the line, I earn my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, is mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. 100 ways to crash, but not tonight. I'll chase the line, I've earned my fight. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of this over, I'm winning tonight. No resets, no excuses, I paid my dues. Studied every apex, I've got nothing to lose. The pack's behind me, checkers in my sight. I'm the king of the server, I'm winning tonight. Shift up, hold steady, I'm crossing that line. I race in glory, this moment's mine. Pedal down, no fear, I'm taking flight. This track, this race, it's mine tonight. And pixels collide, steel and rubber in a world online. Every corner's a war to survive. Lead foot's keeping the fire alive. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Lead foot TV, where the night won't end. Screaming sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. Engines in the void, thundering loud. Virtual tracks, but the crowd still shout. Through the crash and the flame, we rise again. Leadfoot TV, where the night won't end. Tires screaming, sparks in the haze, metal hearts locked in digital rage. Every lap is a line in the sand, driven faster by a ghostly hand. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot TV. TV. night, through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends falling, and legends break through. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Lights on the horizon, fire in the veins. Every lap written in blood and chains. The track remembers, it takes its due. Legends fallen, and legends break through. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies. Let foot TV feel the ground ignite. Through the smoke and fire, into the night. Slow and heavy, the storm begins. Glory is calling, only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. Only one wins. No retreat, no disguise. Engines awaken under blackened skies. One by one, the echoes rise. Let foot TV, the fire never dies.
You talk too much, but the track don't lie. Quit stalling out, quit wasting time. You got me ready for this, pedal to the floor. Quit whining, drive like you want more. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Rubbing doors at 200 strong. The weak get wrecked, the brave roll on. Every lap's a war, no mercy inside. If you came to complain, step off the ride. The time is ticking, the engine's roared. Hawaii drive, that's what it's for. From the sims to the screen, it's the edge of your seat. Burning rubber where legends could be. Quit whining and drive, feel the fury ignite. On like foot TV, it's a battle tonight. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Lights out, hearts pound, hear the countdown scream. You're strapped in the cockpit of a digital dream. No tears, no fear, just a checkered sky. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive or get left behind. Quit whining and drive, let the wild take control. On the foot TV, it's a race for the soul. Quit whining and drive, leave it down in the dust. Steel and fire, it's the throttle we trust. Green flags alive. Quit whining and drive.
Screens lit up, the grid's alive. Engines roar in this digital drive. Sweat on my brow, I burn the midnight oil. Lap after lap, carve my name.
Welcome into Leadfoot TV with the EMSN NASCAR series here at Richmond Raceway for the GTR Motorsports Richmond 150. I am your lead broadcaster, Chris Golden, alongside my man, the producer, and my cohort here in the booth, Tracy Brown. Tracy, what do you think we're going to see here at Richmond?
I think we're going to see an exciting race, Chris. Nothing like a good old NASCAR short track. Kind of get the everything, juices flowing, if you will. A fun fact, I was at the last race they held with the quote-unquote old configuration. It was back when, if I remember correctly, because it's been about 35 years ago, it was shaped like a paperclip. And they had all the construction equipment over here building the D. But anyway, nothing like a good old quote-unquote short track here for, like I said, get your heart racing and the blood pumping, man. What do you think we're going to see?
I think we're going to see a lot of action. These guys have put on an amazing show all season so far, but I am anxious to see if they're able to maintain that here as we see Bryce Fontaine there on the pole. He's been strong all year, had a great run last week and the week before, so he's really great at the top of the points right now, starting on pole here. And it's going to be something awesome to watch because these guys have been really clean all year, but they have not been to a short track yet. And here we are at Richmond. We're going to see if they can keep their cool like they have so far, or if that composure is going to fail them a little bit here. But let's talk about the race real quick. We're going to have stages tonight at 35, or stages of 35, 80, and of 85. Right there. You can see it right there on your screen. 35 and 115. 5 sets of tires in the pits and 3 green-white checkered attempts. Going to be 200 laps here tonight from Richmond. Going to be a heck of a race. And I hate to say it, Tracy, but this might be the Achilles heel of these guys. We may see a lot of attrition here tonight.
Well, Chris, as me and you have discussed before, this is one of the best iRacing leagues on the service. So they haven't disappointed me yet. So I think these guys know how to control these cars. So hopefully it doesn't turn into a crash fest with this many cars. About 23, I think, are signed up. So it's a prime time to have one if we're going to have a crash fest. But I think these guys have the skill to more or less take it wire to wire, green flag. So we'll see what happens.
For sure. Well, what those 23 cars we have on the grid right now, let's go ahead and get a rundown of our starting lineup here. On row 1, on the pole, we already talked about him, Bryce Fontaine there in that 17. Right outside of him, Blake Thronberg. These are our 2 winners now. Bryce won the first and Blake won the second. So you have your 2 winners of the first 2 races starting front row here. Jordan Kalinian will be second row inside, CD Mangrum outside. William Kern and Jared Ireland make up row 3. Mason Tomlinson and Mike Marini make up row 4. Jose Mercado and Charlie Sears will round out your top 10 starting positions.
And then we have the 8 of Scott Bailey starting 11th, the 21 of Adam Wilson starting 12th, the 29 of Mario Ercolani starting 13th. Sorry about that, Mario. John Williams into 5 starting 14th, Matthew McDonald into 25 starting 15th, Tommy Janikowski into 93 starting 16th, Jason Butler into 10 cars starting 17th, Tyler Fitzsimmons into 42 starting 18th, Kyle Noel into 15 cars starting 19th, Mike Nickens into 18 starting 20th.
And then rounding out our field, Ryan O'Toole, Justin Belmonte, and then Lee Campbell starting shotgun in the field in 23rd. And I want to give a little bit of a shout out here to Tommy Janikowski. He has become quite a fan of the Golden Racing League here recently, as we've seen him jump into a couple broadcasts with Track Limits Network, watching the team that does our broadcast over there on the Golden Racing League. He has become quite a fan of ours, and we are a pretty big fan of his as well. There, that 93 car out of Appleton, Wisconsin. But he's going to be starting a little far back in this one. I want to see if he can work his way up to the front and get up here with these guys, as looks like we're going to be going green here. Lights already out on this pace car. And they are getting ready to roll. Our 2 winners here so far this year in the zone, and they are off. green flag sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Fontaine jumps out to an early lead right there. Jumps out there quick. Gets clear and is rolling. Already getting really single file here. We can see a couple back there, 2, 3 wide on back. But most of these guys right here are in line and just pacing and pacing and pacing as we roll through this thing.
Cool, boy, that was almost 4 wide there, a little bit back in the pack, maybe around the 41 of Mercado. Wow, that was really, really close there. Oh, what a beautiful paint scheme. The number 8, that would be Scott Bailey. Gotta love that junior throwback, man.
Oh, always. And there's another one right beside him. If you look just to his outside, the 21, one of your favorites, is also a Budweiser throwback. But you liked old Adam Wilson from his the first race at Daytona with the old Wood Brothers car. That 21 that you like so much with the Wood Brothers. And now we got 2 Bud cars battling for position here for 10th place.
Yes, the battle of the beverages, and it looks like Wilson kind of lost connection there for just a second. As we see Fontaine still out front, increasing his lead to almost 0.4 of a second.
And he's got Kalinian right there falling in line with him. Kronberg down in the 3 spot. They've kind of got a 3-car breakaway here, Tracy, as they're rolling through. We're already 5 laps into this thing. And these guys can get about, I want to say, about 60 to 80 laps on fuel. So it's really going to depend on, I mean, this is going to be a big fuel race. Based on my math, there's going to be guys trying to stretch it. They're going to come up short, and there's going to be guys that are going to be able to make it. And I think pit strategy is going to be huge in this one. So this may not be up our alley at all.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because well, yeah, I consider you to be the calculator guy and the strategy guy, the crew chief of the group here. So you know, whatever you can't figure out, we're just gonna have to let fall to the floor, man, because I'm not cut out to be a crew chief or a spotter for that matter. Last time I spotted for someone, I saw a wreck, said go low, go low, go low, and drove them right into a crash as the cars went from the outside wall. So I figured right then, yep, that's not for me.
Yep. Let's see here. Everybody's pretty much single file here, Tracy. Just kind of rolling on through. Lucky number 13 there, Ireland, in P6 right now.
This right here, Chris, I hate to cut you off, but before I forget, just want to let you know, man, this is my favorite paint scheme for tonight. I noticed William Kern running this thing in practice. Just love that kind of bluish tinted chrome, little fade to the rear. I just wanted to
really like that.
Yeah, just wanted to give him a little shout out, man. Gotta love that chrome action going on. A little bluish action. I know another guy who likes chrome with a color to it.
Oh yeah, who's that?
That'd be the guy sitting at the other end of the virtual couch right now.
I am a fan of chrome. I mean, my dirt late model is, well, on iRacing anyway, is solid gold. All the way through with a black number. If I could afford to get that reflective sheet metal, my late model in real life would be solid gold as well, but we're going black and blue. So, little fun fact, we picked up a sponsor for 2027 with the dirt late model in the Sooner late model series. So, going to be an engine sponsor. So we're going to have a brand new open motor to run with the big boys. It'll be a lot more fun than hanging out mid-pack.
Or at least have the horsepower to get you up there with them anyway, right?
Yeah, I won't have an excuse anymore.
Oh boy, they're starting to mix it up.
They are. They're 2, 3, almost 3 wide here. Mason Tomlinson. Oh, and there goes Tomlinson inside wall. No fast repair. That's going to be a little damage. We stay green. We do stay green. Mason Tomlinson out of Eudora, Kansas. Got it rolling again. Now I can see better. So just so for everyone at home, I was kind of playing guesswork here quite a bit this first part of this stream. I kind of didn't hit my groove. Tracy, I'm sure, noticed the difference. Where I was watching the stream, it was very, very blurry to where I couldn't even see the numbers on the cars. And all of a sudden, it just cleared up. So Chris Golden is back in the game.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not the only one have to contend with internet issues. So
Yeah,
you know what they say about misery.
It loves company, for sure. That's why I live in Oklahoma. There's a lot of miserable people here. Right in the middle of the desert. But we got desert and tornadoes. It's a win-win. It's great. There is my always favorite paint scheme, Tyler Fitzsimmons out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's over on the greener side of Oklahoma. I'm over in the desert. He's over on the east side, close to Arkansas, the what we call the better side. And I'm just over in the desert where if it rains, it's going to be a giant storm.
Yeah, I think the 42 and the 16 may have gotten together. I'm not 100% sure. Just got an alert that they were had potentially involved in an incident. So
I'm looking here. Yeah, they're 2 seconds behind the 18, and they're tail end of the pack right now. O'Toole 3 seconds behind the 18, and the 21 is 2 seconds back. So yeah, these cars really, really loose on exit here. As we see the 21 kind of step out there, as well as the 29 of Ercolani stepped out on exit. They were really loose coming out of 2, and 2 is always a problem area as we see a lot of damage to the front of Scott Bailey in that 8 car.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little too close. Failure to avoid an accident type situation.
And say it appears, based on where I'm looking here, he may have been right around the area of where Tomlinson went around. He might have been involved in a checkup there that possibly sent Tomlinson around earlier a few laps ago. As we're already 10% of the way through this race, Tracy. I mean, we got 20 laps gone now, and we are rolling through this thing. 21 now. Yeah, these guys. I'm glad I didn't jinx it. I will say I'm glad I didn't jinx it. I'm gonna say it one more time. I'm glad I didn't jinx it. And we're gonna go green to checker tonight, Tracy.
I hope you're right, Chris. I have faith in these guys. It's some of the best on the surface, like I said earlier, man. And if it can be done, I think these guys right here can do it. It's just surprising to me, honestly. But you know, Richmond's kind of known for. I'm not exactly sure why, Chris, but it's like these cars kind of go nose to tail. I'm not sure if it's just because it's so hard to pass through the corners. 3 and 4 is totally different than 1 and 2. I mean, you really got to get a big run to get around somebody, especially coming off 3 and 4. I don't know kind of what lends itself to, you know, having nose to tail action here, but yeah, man, we're certainly clicking off laps. Like your TikTok account is right now.
Yeah, just rolling right on. Glad to be back on TikTok, by the way, after our little 3-day suspension there. Even NASCAR drivers, we'll say have anger issues once in a while, and it's usually directed at corporate entities that have more power than we do.
Yeah.
But it is good to be back on TikTok. Good to be back here on Leadfoot TV. Glad to be racing in the Golden Racing League still, as well as 4Wide Motorsports and others. Still working with all the other series that we work with in our broadcasts here. Leadfoot TV, Leadfoot Racing League, NSRLA, EMSN, and all the other networks we work with. As we got a little bit of action here. Thronberg going for the lead.
Oh, and the 18.
Got a lap car. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh,
Can't park
boy.
there.
Yeah, I wonder if the 18 didn't have an incident of his own, because, man, he was right in the wrong spot coming off turn 2 for these guys.
Yeah, he definitely got very, very tight through there. You see the 3 take over the lead now. He will take the lead from Fontaine. Let's see if he can put a little separation here. He does have the preferred line. Fontaine running a little higher line there. It's one you don't see very often here at Richmond. And Kalinian is just falling back. He's a second back now. These two guys are in a class of their own. So we see Fontaine go back underneath Thronberg here. And again, this is race 3 right now of the season, not counting the clash. We don't count the clash. This is the third points race.
No,
and
not the
Thronberg
leaders.
oh, what a save! What a save by Thronberg and Fontaine. They keep it rolling. And still, half a second ahead of Kalinian. They only lost a half second in that scuffle. Still rolling. Fontaine, Thronberg. These are why these guys are our 2 winners. Thronberg wins Daytona. Fontaine wins last week, I believe, Vegas. And we're here at Richmond now. And what a show these two are putting on. And they're racing like it's lap 199, not lap 29. As they go and put, they put the 16, I believe that was a lap down. Yeah, 16. Now one lap down.
Look at the track temperature here, Chris. I mean, that might explain the reason why these guys are kind of breaking traction coming off these corners, man. 111 degrees with the ambient temperature being 80. The humidity ain't that bad. Got a medium kind of wind coming out of the southwest, about 11 miles an hour. Partly cloudy skies, but yeah, they're starting to. Summertime is approaching, and these track temps are starting to creep up with the schedule here.
Yep, that is definitely why these guys are slipping and sliding, especially on exits. They are cooking those tires right now. Rubber and hot temperatures do not mix. Well, they mix to a certain spot, but eventually that heat that creates grip becomes heat that creates melted tires, which obviously do not contain any more grip. So we'll see how this one plays out with those temps so high already. Potentially the sun will set here unless we run this as an entire day race where this track is going to get hotter and hotter and hotter as the night ticks away. And Fontaine and Thronberg are still going at it. They are door to door still. And not only are they battling, but they are battling and pulling away from the third place spot of Kalinian. They were out to almost a second and a half as they crossed the flag stand. And Kern now putting pressure on Kalinian for third as well. So 2 very distinct racing grooves here. They're kind of making that outside line work a little better as well, as we see Fontaine fighting back on the outside line.
Neither guy is willing to give an inch here, man. They're going at it hard. And it makes me wonder, apparently the tires will last longer than the fuel tank will, maybe?
I would have to say so. Otherwise, these guys would not be going at it this hard already. As Thronberg squeezes him into the wall, Fontaine into the wall hard. Yellow flag. That is our stage break.
Oh, man, I did not even notice. I was looking for a caution. I was scanning the track to see, looking for smoke or, crinkled metal. Couldn't find anything. And, wow, just like that, there's our first stage.
So our top 10 for the stage: Thronberg, Fontaine, Kern, Kalinian, Mangrum, Mercado, Ireland, Marini, Wilson, Noel, and then Bailey, Ercolani, Belmonte, and Williams on the outside looking in. What a show our 2 winners have been putting on so far, Thronberg and Fontaine. I'm going to pull Blake Thronberg in here real quick and see if we can get a quick word with him under these caution circumstances here. Hey, Blake, Chris and Tracy up here in the booth. I know you're on pit road. Didn't want to interrupt too much, but want to see if we can get a couple thoughts from you about that first stage there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Car got a little tight there at the end, but other than that, it's pretty good. Hopefully we got a good piece for the rest of the race.
Dude, you and the 17 put on a heck of a show fighting for that stage win. Congrats on getting the stage win, by the way, but we happen to notice that, our 2 winners so far this season started front row, and you guys have been the class of the field so far.
Yeah, man, it's pretty good racing. I probably self-cleared myself right there, so that's probably my fault. But no, I like racing with Brace. It's a pretty good ride.
Heck yeah, buddy. We'll throw you back into Control Alt Defeat Motorsports, and good luck congrats on the stage 1 win, and good luck in stage 2.
Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
All right, let's get a quick word here with Bryce Fontaine. Tracy, can you drag him? He's a little far for my reach. He's up there in hyperdrive.
Yeah, here we go. There's Mr. Fontaine right there.
Bryce, what's up, buddy? Welcome into the booth here. Want to kind of get your thoughts on stage 1. Great battle coming down to the line there for that stage 1 win. You came up just a little short, kind of got squeezed in the wall there, but you definitely came away better than your teammate Tomlinson. Kind of talk us through a little bit about how stage 1 went for you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a short stage, so just wanted to get out front and wasn't too concerned with pushing tires, or saving tires rather, just trying to maintain that clean air. And Blake ended up getting back to me, and I have to go back and look at that incident there where I don't know if he came across my nose or if I sent it in too deep, but kind of figured I was going to get a shot. But everything's just in the mental book, and I'm going to play a little bit more on the strategic side this stage with a longer one and see what we can do.
For sure, buddy. Well, congrats on second place in stage 1, and good luck in stage 2.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
All right, we're getting ready to go green again here for the start of stage 2. Clean and green so far through stage 1. Even though it was a short stage, this will be a much, much longer stage. Green flag sponsored by GTR Motorsports, and they are off. Thronberg with the lead. Fontaine second already underneath his teammate of Kern. Kern stuck on that way high line out there outside of Kalinian. If something's going to happen, it's going to happen on one of these restarts, because you can see how far fanned out these cars are. Kalinian a little loose there on exit, almost slides up into Kern, but catches it. But we do have a yellow flag further back in the pack. GTR Motorsports yellow flag here. Can I call it or can I call it?
Yeah, you called it there, Chris. I am showing possibly an issue with the 15, but he seems to be doing pretty good right now.
All right, let's take a look back here, see what we can gather. 15 self-spin. That those track temps we were talking about, Tracy, is really, especially on new tires, a lot of these guys came down and got fresh rubber. That heat on that right rear tire, they're not quite hot enough yet to be tracking rubber, so it definitely caused an issue trying to get out of turn 4 there, and it just came right around with him. Luckily, no damage there for him.
Yeah, he did really good there to save that thing. Might have to get the leaf blower out there and blow the grass off of the end of the front straight.
Yeah, he got hard onto that splitter in the grass too. He kind of ramped across the grass there, hit the old drainage ditch down there. No damage that I can see, but we can't really see underneath the car. We don't know how much was done underneath there, but he definitely got a little bit of air time going across that drain there.
Yeah, and it looks like he's coming back into the pit, so I'm not sure. Maybe he got a toe link or something like that damaged. I don't know. He should already have fuel and tires, unless he skipped the pit last time. Oh,
I came back in, yeah, just to top off, check damage. It appeared, make sure everything was all good. No tires, down and away. Just a little damage check, and then back out to rock and roll.
and maybe that's what the league does here is, if you bring out a caution, maybe you have to kind of do a stop and go or something. I'm not sure about it.
I'm not either. We haven't seen enough cautions in this league to really know.
I know. We're not familiar with it. Yeah, man, we're getting this thing right here. This is going to be a pretty exciting race. I think we're going to, in this second stage here, these guys are going to stretch out. We're going to lap 115. So that's approximately, 60 laps from now. Now that would be 104, so 70 laps from now.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. We might be able to make it the whole stretch without a stop. But what we're gonna see lots of tire saving and lots of fuel saving here as these guys try to get to that end of that stage with their car still in great shape. So that's what it's going to come down to. As the lights are out and they are double filed.
Well, how about that? I was just going to pick a random driver and kind of show off a paint scheme, and look who I went right straight to
Hey, the iRacing knows what's up.
there. Jason Butler, London, Ontario, Canada, with 519 Racing in the 10 car. Tony the Tiger on the hood.
The old Terry Labonte throwback from the early 2003, 2004. Made very popular NASCAR Thunder 2004, the PlayStation 2 video game, Xbox video game. That was the series there. Really, really great. The car actually that Terry Labonte won his last race in at Darlington was that car. But we are green again, sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Thronberg knows where his worry should be as he jumps up a lane in front of Fontaine to stop his momentum. And they're about to be 3 wide for second as we see Fontaine get a little wiggle there outside of his teammate. Kern looking under his teammate here for third, but it looks like they're going to just kind of settle in and be happy with getting by Kalinian and ride this thing out. Kalinian not satisfied though as he's charging back on the outside. He is out there kind of by himself. He has no help, no teammates around him, but he's surrounded by 2 of them right now.
Yeah, I saw
And
someone.
we got one slow, and he's around the 29, hard into the wall. Yellow flag, sponsored by GTR Motorsports. You never want to point fingers or anything like that, so I don't want anybody to think that we're pointing fingers here. Mario Ercolani definitely slow on entry there, but somebody got a little bit impatient and definitely shoved the nose up under there.
Yeah, I was going to sort of keep the camera here, see if we could spot any kind of retaliation or anything. I'm not real sure what happened, but we'll see if we can go back and take a look at it.
Yeah, let's do a quick run back here. The 29, he looks slow on entry coming down the front. So we see we kind of go through the restart. And I believe it was the 5 that got into him, but I'm not for certain. That may be why he pulled up there beside the 5 under caution, kind of let it know that he was number 1 or whatever they discussed there. But Ercolani just cruising along the bottom down here underneath the 21. We'll see right here on the front straightaway. Possibly one more lap around. It was definitely in turn 1. Oh, really loose right there. So the 12 got very, very loose, and that checked up Ercolani. So Marini got loose. So it was definitely, so Mike Marini gets loose coming out of turn 2. That checks up the 29, and the 5 goes to dive under the 29 and just sends him up the track.
Oh,
Ooh.
John Williams out of Moyock, North Carolina, Midpack Racing Motorsports. That's probably not a wise move at this point in time.
Yeah, I mean, it was. None of these guys do anything intentional by any means, but that was one of those times where if it were me, I think it had been one of those times where, hey, just because I have a run doesn't mean I have to take this run.
Right.
That one was a little antsy, but everybody makes mistakes, and he's still running P12 right now, so can't be too mad at it. He's still slowly working his way through the field here, and hopefully not a ton of damage there for the 29. Looks like it may be an EOL for John Williams.
It is. It is indeed. Yes.
It is. Okay, so he was deemed at fault. I'm assuming potentially over-aggressive. I don't know specifically what their rules are, but definitely going to be a shot here to the 5 car as he will receive the EOL here for what we assume is rough driving. Even if it was accidental, just like I tell my son, even if it's an accident, we're still liable for the things that we do.
Yeah, and he may have been anticipating, the other guy kind of cutting him some slack going in there, giving him the lower lane. But unfortunately, they end up battling for the same spot. As we have another GTR Motorsports green flag with the 3 of Thronberg. Out by nose.
He really is. And Kalinian looking underneath of Fontaine. Still can't complete the pass, so they get kind of single file front row again. rolling right on through. Let's log a few laps here, guys. I mean, we have not had we've had 2 green flag laps since the end of stage 1, which was lap 35. We are almost 20 laps in with only 2 green flag laps. So we're rolling right along, but these guys are definitely going to be saving fuel as we see Fontaine get into Thronberg a little bit, and both of them mentioned when we interviewed them just a couple seconds ago for stage 1, they both mentioned that it might be a little rivalry brewing there, and I think we're starting to see it because Fontaine gave them a little bit of the old nose candy as they went off into turn 3 back there, pushes him up the track and takes off.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be swapping a lead back and forth tonight between one another because both of these guys are super fast here tonight. Even as we saw in the first stage, they were running side by side and still, putting distance between them and the second or the third place car.
Ooh, Thronberg got a little loose there. That's going to drop him back into the clutches of Kalinian and Kern. Kern, of course, as you know, Fontaine's teammate here. So they may be put in a tight spot here. If they can get on each side of Thronberg, they can really put the pressure on, one in front and one behind. Kern trying to get by Kalinian right now, but Kalinian really holding off the 31 right now with that 00. I love the 00, by the way. It's one of my favorite numbers. All the people watching right now, the 00 has no sponsors. We should change that because this guy's running top 3 with an unsponsored race car right now and has been all season. So we talk about him in every race. So he is worth the money for any of y'all out there. $5-10 to slap a logo on that car for a race is absolutely worth it for the hundreds of people that watch our broadcast. This guy right here is for sure worth it. Jordan Kalinian out of Salisbury, North Carolina. Control Alt Defeat Motorsports. A teammate to the gentleman ahead of him in the 3 car. So I just realized that they are teammates. So we have 2 pairs of teammates here. The 17 and the 31 and the 3 and the 00. Hyperdrive Esports and Control Alt Defeat Motorsports trading blows right now in the top 4.
Yes, Jordan Kalinian, I'm not sure what this purpose is. I'm not sure if he's trying to save tires or if he's trying to work in a high line, or maybe he's just found a little something. But he has certainly been running the, third, fourth groove here the last couple of laps. See, as soon as I say something, of course, he falls right in behind the 3.
Yeah, I saw that there, but it seems he's only doing it in 3 and 4 to get a big run out of the corner. And it's not really he's gaining a 10th a lap doing that. So, I mean, he gained 2/10 that lap. I mean, last time into turn 1, he was 3/10 or 5/10 back. Now he's 3/10 back. As we see Kern get into the wall back there.
Well, I was just sitting there taking notes with what I just noticed, or what you were just talking about with the 00, trying to file that away for future reference, because I never have really seen the third and fourth line work through turns 3 and 4.
I have not either, and if anyone has ever tried, I haven't seen it work. I haven't seen
exactly.
But
I've run up there a bunch. Now, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
but
not
it
on purpose,
though. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And see, it's not working as well in 1 and 2 because he's not able to use that momentum up top because it flattens out. But coming out of 3 and 4 into the D section of the track, he can really use that momentum up top, and he gains up top, but he loses when he tries to go up top in 1 and 2. So I think he's searching around right now to see what he can use as a weapon later. As his teammate retakes the lead here, Thronberg ahead of Fontaine. Kalinian still third. So now Fontaine is in a Control Alt Defeat Motorsports sandwich, riding right there in P2 as he's got sharks circling all around him here, in front of him and behind him as they go through lap 65 of 200. Thronberg still leading, looking back at the 29 now, and involved in that little scuffle under the last caution. Still riding around, kind of collecting positions, not too bad, in 8th right now. And the 5 of Williams, after the EOL from that scuffle, has made his way back up to 17th. So slowly but surely making his way up. And we see the other teammate to Fontaine and Kern right there in the 4 car, Tomlinson, hyperdrive. Also, after his early spin, he's currently 22nd. He's multiple laps down, not having the day he wants to have. He wants to be up there with his teammates, racing for wins, but he's trying to get that damage repaired, multiple laps down. Going to be a tough day for the driver out of Eudora, Kansas. But he's out here surviving, and of course, lucky number 13, Jared Ireland, also from Eudora, Kansas, currently P16. Also not really having the run that we've come to expect from him. The first 2 races, he's been a contending car in both the first. He may not be a fan of short tracks here. We see that quite a bit.
Well, I'm going pretty far back in my memory banks, but it seems like to me last week when we were interviewing him, he was talking to, saying that Richmond wasn't one of his favorite tracks. And that's kind of coming to fruition right now, but I don't know. Chris, I know you've heard me talk about this before, man. You kind of take it easy whenever you're in the middle of the hornet's nest, and you can either qualify in front of it or ride behind it and wait till later on in the race to kind of make your move up through the field. So I'm not sure if they're giving it all they got or if that's part of the plan for right now. Just try to make sure to keep the car clean and have something for this last stage.
Yeah, for sure. As we see Kalinian is very, very loose off every corner, and Thronberg started to pull away from Fontaine a little bit as well. I'm assuming Thronberg's strategy worked to perfection because Thronberg stayed right door to door with Fontaine for the last 20 laps, and he has kept Fontaine on his outside door. So I'm willing to bet that Thronberg was using that bottom lane and essentially controlling the pace of Fontaine, staying right there on his inside door to keep him using that right front tire up. And now he's starting to pull away as Fontaine's fallen back to over half a second now. Thronberg's pulled away, was able to take advantage of that inside line, and his strategy worked to perfection, pushing Fontaine up, making him burn his tires off. As you can see him going way high right there, way tight. Big gap now back, Thronberg to Fontaine. But going back to what you said about the Hornet's Nest, I agree entirely. There's lots and lots of drivers out there that they will they'll overdrive. They won't overdrive their ability, but they will essentially. The best way I describe it in my coaching is the instant you stop racing the track and start racing the cars around you is the instant you mess up. Because you push too hard, you push the car harder than it will go, you'll spin out, you'll wreck, you'll do something. But if you will run your race, do what you can do, and survive what you can survive, you will come out with a better finish than if you tried to drive what we call driving nervous the whole time. Just up on the wheel, go, 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 go all the time. Settle in, ride, race the track. Take what the track gives you. Sometimes, Tracy, you know this as well as I do. Sometimes you show up to the track, you just ain't got it that night. You get there for practice, and it sucks, and qualifying sucks, and everything sucks, and you're like, okay, this is going to be one of those that comes out in the wash, and this may be one of those nights for the 13 car.
Yeah, and that's exactly my strategy, too. When I realize I don't have the speed to run up front, I immediately start looking at just trying to keep my car clean. Truthfully and honestly, hoping that guys wreck out so I can pick up 5 or 6 cheap positions just by honking the horn as I go by them when they're, facing the wrong direction in the infield.
Yeah, we see the 4 and the 5 going at it here, looking underneath the 13. Obviously, the 4 multiple laps down, so the 13 is not going to put up a huge fight here. But 4 definitely, 13 is going to run his line. Say, look, if you're faster, go on around, but find your way around. I'm not going to change my line to let you by, but I'm not going to hold you up either. I'm going to run the line that I want to run, and we're going to go as the 5 all over the back bumper of the 13. I believe that is for position. It is. It's for 16th. The 5 diving under the 13 here.
Yeah, and that's kind of where the 5 got in trouble a few laps ago. I think he kind of sent it in down there in turn 3, anticipating the car to the outside, kind of surrendering, if you will, and giving up the lane. But unfortunately, the guy who's in front gets that decision. And he decided he wasn't going to
absolutely.
give it up. And yeah,
Yeah, for sure. So you can absolutely say that again, because he got squeezed, and not only got squeezed, but he got put to the back for it as well. So it was a lose-lose for him.
yeah.
And the guy that went around is now sitting P11, about to go lose another position here and go back to P12. And Noel, self-spin earlier, rebounding very, very well here, looking towards the top 10. Thronberg out now, by the way, out to almost a 2-second lead as we see, I believe that was Marini bouncing off the wall back there in the 12 car.
How about that,
Yeah,
Kyle?
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're Kyle A. Noel? Yeah.
Yeah, he's practically a neighbor, man. You know, about 30, 40 minutes away out of Raleigh, North Carolina. Storm Surge E-Sports. We don't get a lot of storm surge around here, but we do flood from time to time. Got right many rivers and everything. Hurricanes will fill them up and overflow their banks. So there you go, Kyle. Just giving you a friendly, neighborly shout out, my man. Beautiful car. Carolina Tar Heels blue and black trim. Keep
That
up the
reminds
good
me,
work.
completely unrelated, I really love when the Tar Heels do their Tar Heel blue and black uniforms. I mean, the white's okay, but when they do the Tar Heel blue and the black, man, it looks mean. It really does. I just like the way their jerseys look when they go black with them like that.
Yeah, yeah. I totally agree with you there.
Oh, let's see here. Where is our pit road? Pit stops beginning here on lap 84. Saw the 21 of Wilson dive on a pit road. He will be pitting from the 7th position out of Delmar, Delaware, Tornado Alley E-Racing. Delaware in Tornado Alley, Tracy?
I don't believe so, although I'm in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, and I swear if there's a tornado going to touch down in North Carolina, apparently it's going to come within a mile of my house every time. So Adam Wilson only went 47 laps before he pitted. I'm assuming he's cutting the stage maybe right in half or has some sort of strategy. Oh,
Oh, no. That's going to work out really, really well for Wilson, because he pitted right before the caution. Now he doesn't have to pit, and I'm willing to bet that everyone else may come down pit road here. But let's see what happened. It was our leader, Thronberg, the leader, taken out by the 16. O'Toole bounces. I believe he bounced off the wall. Let's take another look here. Let's look at the onboard from Thronberg. I believe O'Toole bounced off the wall and came down into Thronberg. You can see him. He got loose, chased it way up the track, came off the wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're riding along with the wrong guy there. You want to be on board the 16.
Oh, no, that was Thronberg. I wanted to watch Thronberg first, but let's see if the 16 got loose. So we can look back at the O'Toole's cockpit now. We can see here he's in turn 1, turn 2.
Yeah, I might have sent it a little too far back.
It should be right along here. He's down on the bottom.
It will not turn.
Ooh.
That car would not turn. Did you see that?
Wow, it almost looked like he blew a tire. He kept turning and it would not turn. Oh my gosh, Ryan O'Toole from Portland, Oregon takes out our race leader. That was a pretty solid shot, Tracy. That may be a night ender for Thronberg.
Yeah, it very well could be. I know 16 really didn't have a choice in the matter. That car did not turn whatsoever. But golly, what a time for that to happen. Let's see if we can catch back up with Thronberg. He is in pit lane You know, the thing is, these composite bodies look pretty good, but it just doesn't tell the story of what's going on underneath all that body work.
Yep. O'Toole 2 laps down. That's going to hand the lead over to the 93.
Yeah, O'Toole got a EOL there for that incident as well.
That would make sense. But it hands the lead over to the 93, Janikowski. Oh, nope, he will be a wave around. Well, Janikowski's going to be, he gets the wave around anyway, but it will hand the lead to Fontaine and Mangrum. Tommy Janikowski at Appleton, Wisconsin.
A sponsor of last week's race at Las Vegas, I believe. He's sporting the Gibson Soda Shop colors. Beautiful paint scheme there.
Fourth caution of the day right now. We are almost halfway here in the GTR Motorsports Richmond 150, and we're getting ready to go green again. Fontaine, great jump, goes early in the zone. Went early in the zone, and they weren't ready for it as they are off into turn 1. Fontaine, Kalinian moves up into second to avenge his teammate. Rolling through right now, and Mangrum up to P3 out of nowhere. And they are all pretty much single file again as big checkups a little further back in the field. Everybody seems to have kept it straight. 2-3 wide back there as they're trying to get this thing sorted out.
Yeah, it caught me a little off guard too. I was just fixing to comment on the one of CD Mangrum starting on the outside pole there for that restart. That must have, I'm sure that happened because of the chews. But yeah, anyway, I do apologize for not being so quick on the cameras.
Huh. That's okay. We're rolling right along now anyway with Fontaine, Kalinian, and Mangrum.
Yeah, so we got about 21 laps to our stage 2 break, which will be happening on lap 115.
Come out of turn 4. Let's see where our action falls. The 21 car, P13, got kind of caught there on pit road. Ooh, big blink there for the one Mangrum. The 21 pitted before that caution came out. It got kind of pinned back, and there's the 93 of Janikowski. Had to pit under green. Took the wave around, but is going to go right back a lap down here.
Yeah, he was probably hoping for a really quick caution there, so he can kind of cycle back through, get that lap back, get back on the end of the lead lap.
Yep, but as it falls, I believe he's going to be the lucky dog. He will be the only car one lap down, if I'm not mistaken. That may make him either that or he's multiple laps down, and it just doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm not seeing him even in the top 20 currently. He may be multiple laps down. Might have gotten some damage somewhere that we may have missed, and he's just trying to, still limping along, trying to get it repaired.
Yeah, I'm showing him 4 laps down currently.
Okay, so currently our lucky dog will be Tomlinson in the 4, but he will need 2 cautions to get back on the lead lap. He is currently 2 laps down. So he will need 2 cautions to get back on the lead lap. Right now, the last car on the lead lap is Ireland in the 13. The old luck of the Irish still hanging on back there.
Well, Fontaine and Kalinian, man, they're putting down some awesome laps. And, of course, the 3 of Thronberg also, they were putting down some really fast laps up front. So it doesn't take much. One little misstep, 10 laps later, you're going a lap down.
Yeah, 100%. rolling on through 101. I love these onboard cams. These guys are so smooth through here at Richmond. You see Jose Mercado. We know how well Jose loves to work that shifter. Very Shane Van Gisbergen-esque, working the shifts up and down, using it as a lever rather than a switch to really control the acceleration and deceleration of that car. You can see him going fifth to fourth constantly. One of the very few oval racers that I've seen that do that. But he does it very well. But it did bite him last week at Las Vegas as he downshifted trying to get into the pits, and it spun him out. But so far today, making short work of this place, up to P3 already, and gaining ground as he gets by Mangrum and sets his sights on Clean and Fontaine, and is gaining ever so slightly within 0.6 of a second now.
Yeah, and Mercado, just like you mentioned, kind of had, I don't know, he's been racing up front the last couple of races, but just had, kind of the bad luck bug come up and bite him right out of nowhere. And so currently he doesn't even have a top 10 finish right now. And, you and I both, Chris, have seen him run enough to know he's certainly a top 10 talent, if not competing for the win week in and week out.
Oh, 100%. I mean, we think back to Daytona. He crosses the line first at Daytona, but due to a black flag, finishes tail end of the lead lap. I mean, he crossed the line first, got too many incident points, and was given the black flag. Vegas is running P2 or P3, goes to dive onto pit road, downshifts one too many times, the wheels lock up, and he spins trying to get to pit road and wrecks there. Talk about bad luck. He has found every possible bit of bad luck there is, but he is currently, I believe, second place right now in the NSRLA Cup Series, or the SoarDogg Cup Series over in NSRLA. So he knows these next-gen cars very well. He runs multiple leagues with the next-gen car, and has done well in NSRLA, where obviously he has not stepped on the old Oscar Mayer, we'll say, but over here with the EMSN NASCAR series, it's he has had a tough go this year.
Yeah, I totally forgot about that finish at Daytona. As we see, I think, isn't that still the 16?
That is O'Toole. He is not coming off the wall. He is staying against the wall. He says, I am not doing this again. I am staying up here. You guys stay away from me.
Yeah, that's a good decision there. If you want to pass me, you got the whole rest of the track. I'm up here rim riding. But yeah, Mercado, man, actually eclipsed the incident point limit on the very last lap. No way to get it back. Crossed the finish line first. And again.
Yep. Coming out of turn 4 at that. Coming out of turn 4 to win the race. Crosses that incident point threshold. Crosses the line first, but there's the black flag. Oh, a little bump into the wall there for Jose. Little bit of a broadcaster curse, but Kalinian way high. That's going to open the door up for Jose to get underneath him here. Kalinian very, very loose running that top line. And I did see Thronberg come back down pit road, potentially to probably fix more damage, or could be anything at this point, as he is outside the top 20, I believe. As we see Kalinian here, you can hear those tires not liking that high line. They're getting very, very loose on exit, but look at the run he gets coming out of turn 4.
Well, he may be on to something, Chris, even if he's the one running up there by himself by the end of this race. Maybe he'll have that lane rubbered in and he'll have something for him at the end.
I think so too. I mean, looks like running 1 and 2 is his best bet on the bottom. Oh, as he gets up in the wall.
Yeah, we're going to have to stop complimenting anyone and just call what we see.
Yeah.
No opinions.
Yeah, definitely making the high line look good in 3 and 4, but I don't think there's enough room on the exit of 2 for him to run that same line in 1 and 2. So I feel like it's kind of hindering him a little bit, because he wants to run up there, but he just doesn't have the room on corner exit. but his car is still handling very well through this as they make their way around the 12. And we are 2 to go, by the way, on the stage. We're coming to the white flag of stage 2. 1 to go here. All these guys in the top 10 fighting for stage points. We see Mangrum trying to get back by Mercado on the outside. Falling back now, Mercado jumps way out ahead of him. See the 8 of Bailey trying to make a move up there as well. Kern and others working their way around the lap car of Marini. But Fontaine showing the way. And I believe that will be the stage. Everybody's slowing up here. It is the stage, yes. End of stage 2 there. Yellow flag out, sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Your top 10 that accrued stage points here. Our second place finisher in stage 1, Fontaine, will win this stage. Kalidi in second, Mercado third, Mangrum, Bailey, Kern, Campbell, Belmonte, Ercolani, and Fitzsimmons grabbing those stage points. Wilson, McDonald, Noel, and Ireland on the outside looking in, but still on the lead lap here as Marini will be the lucky dog. 1 lap down. Tomlinson will still remain 2 laps down. Tracy, let's take a short break here, and we'll do a little side-by-side here while these guys make their pit stops, and we will be back to take you guys back to green right here on Leadfoot TV. Welcome back here to Leadfoot TV. Chris Golden and Tracy Brown in the booth, and Tracy Brown pushing all the buttons as well as being my backup here. And these guys cruising along. 5th caution tonight, 2nd stage. We've only had 3 cautions for cause here, and it looks like Kern and Kalinian will lead them to green here. Light's not quite out yet. We will go one more. Fontaine Mercado will make up your 2nd row.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to have a 79 lap shootout to the finish here. And it's pretty interesting, Chris. Well, let's just say the broadcasters had to take a pit stop. And so I'm not exactly sure what happened there while we were away at break. But somehow or another, Kalinian and Kern are on the front row with the 17 of Fontaine and Mercado running 3rd and 4th.
And
so,
the way that Kalinian's been running that high line, I don't think it's going to be a major issue. But both of those guys underneath him are teammates here, so they're not going to let him in. But he's been running that high line, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. As we're getting ready to go back green, they're in the zone, and we are green, sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Kern, big push by Fontaine out front. Fontaine squeezing up into Kalinian there, trying to rattle his cage just a little bit, pushes him way up the track. But that momentum from Kalinian is dangerous weapon as he is rolling right along. But Fontaine really working that bottom. Kalinian holding it tight in his door, and they're both loose on exit. The one of Mangrum goes around. Will that bring out a caution? He is in the grass. Yellow flag, sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Our fourth caution for cause tonight. Mangrum goes around out of 4. Let's see if he had a little help there. He did not. Cold tires, gentlemen. Cold tires. Sends him on around here. And
well, I tell you, Chris, I'm going to back it up just a little bit because I could have sworn, and maybe I didn't. I thought I saw a car getting out of control back through 3 and 4, but...
Oh, you did.
Oh.
Further back, further. Ireland.
Oh, it is. The
You can
luck
see
of
he's
the
already-
Irish has run out there.
He's been skidding he got some help there from the 25. Now the question is, did he come down or did the 25? Oh, 25 came up. The 25 got into the 21. That is most likely what our caution is for right there, because that's a lot bigger than the Mangrum spinning off through the grass there. But let's watch the 25. He gets McDonald comes up and gets into the 21. And when he gets into the 21, it pushes him up the track into the 13. 29 coming in, 15 coming in, 18 getting turned around. Lots of cars with a lot of damage. Maybe not too much there for the 18 Navy car of Nickens, who started dead last in the field. Is currently 3 laps down. Ireland still lead lap here.
Hey, maybe his luck did not run out. How about that? The 25 got in there, turned him sideways.
And then straightened him out.
Yeah, and
got
straightened him out. Yeah.
And acted as a shield from the big hit from the 29 that was coming in.
So, I thought the luck of the Irish had run out, and come to find out it was just fine.
Yep, so far so good. He is in P11 currently, still on the lead lap. Out of the 12 cars in the lead lap, he is 11th. Sorry, they're 13 on the lead lap now, I'm showing. And he is 12th. 13th. I don't know. He keeps jumping all over the board. Who knows? He's still in the lead lap. That's the only thing that matters. We just don't know where he is. Right now, the 25 of McDonald, as of right now, will be the lucky dog, but that may change before we go back green here, as these guys are coming past pit road right now. 25 just now coming out of pit road. So that should put Tomlinson as your lucky dog in the 4. But both of these guys are going to be 2 laps down here. So Tomlinson should be getting the lucky dog for the next caution, but he's going to need 2 of them to get back on the lead lap. So it's going to be a major struggle here for the 4 car. And we see the 3 back on track, multiple laps down, but back on track, gaining positions of attrition here. But right now the 10 of Butler, 16 laps down, and the 3 is still behind him. So lots of ground to make up for Thronberg to try to salvage some points here. But we are going green. Kern, big jump. GTR Motorsports, green flag. Fontaine and Kern. Teammate restart again. Getting out there trying to push past Kalinian. They're 2 wide behind them. Mercado and Bailey battling back there. Belmonte, Fitzsimmons, Campbell, Wilson. A gaggle of cars back there from 6th on back, 5th on back, 4th on back even. They're just now starting to get single file. Bailey jumps up into the 4th position. The 21 of Wilson. Boo, big crash. Thronberg at the flag stand. Green flag sponsored by GTR Motorsports. Thronberg cannot catch a break today.
Yeah. There we go. Well,
Let's run her back, Tracy, and see what we got. I wonder if it was the 16 again, because you see the 16 right there ahead of him again. It would be something if it was the 16 and the 3 once again.
I'm showing that Tyler Fitzsimmons may be involved in this.
Ooh, Belmonte turns Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, so that would be the 60 car.
Yep, you see the 60 will get into the 42 here. 42 kind of washes up. 60 kind of comes under and just washes up the track just a hair. Whoo, the 21 barely squeezes by. The 6 does not. And the 3 does not. And he comes back up the track. Look at the luck of the Irish.
Oh, and look at the 16.
3 and 16 again. Ooh, he saved it. He didn't touch him. Heads up driving by both those guys.
Yes, absolutely.
Thronberg to keep it out of the wall and O'Toole to keep it out of the 3.
Wow, that was some good driving there. I'm not
be a yes sir moment of the race nominee.
Yeah, let's see. Belmonte has received the EOL.
Yep. Belmonte, the 60, gets into... oh, now I forgot who it was. Darn it. Belmonte got into the...
it was...
Fitzsimmons.
Yeah,
the 42, yeah.
Wasn't it the 13 of Ireland he got into?
That was the 25 earlier that got into Ireland. It was the 60 got into the 42 of Fitzsimmons.
Keep me straight, man.
Hey, well, I was thinking, though, that little save earlier by Ireland could be another nominee for the yes sir moment of the race.
Absolutely, man. Had a couple of great saves tonight, for sure.
Yeah. Well, now we got 2 teammates, front row, inside and outside. Talk about controlling the race. These guys, this gives them a major, major advantage controlling both lines here. They can essentially create a roadblock because at Richmond, there's not many more grooves than 2. And if they can stay door to door, they can finish this thing 1-2 and run the rest of it out just like this, because no one will be able to get by on the far outside other than maybe Kalinian, but it's going to have to be a perfect timing issue. And I don't know if he can pull it off.
I don't think Kalinian can even do it now, even with that line he's been running, because he's going to be restarting on the inside line.
Yep, Bailey out there on the outside. Mercado 5th, Marini 6th, and they are green again. GTR Motorsports green flag. Kern and Fontaine, good teammate restart, and I think we have figured out their strategy because they're not passing each other. They're staying door to door. They are not racing. They are simply controlling both lanes of this racetrack. You can see right there, Kern actually lifted a little early to keep Fontaine beside him, and they are creating a roadblock with their cars right now. Very, very smart racing here. As Kalinian, they said, look, we'll give you that extremely high line. You're going to have to pass us outside because we are not. Oh, the 31 gets loose and goes down to the bottom of the track and saves it, but he is going to lose a lot of positions. Oh, no.
Yeah,
cold tires, gentlemen, cold tires.
Yeah, you cannot forget about that.
And now Fontaine up here by himself to hold off Kalinian. Doing so far, but the 31 of Kern falls all the way back to 10th. Really impressed with the 12. During the last stage break, like at the end of the last stage break, I want to point out they put the 12 a lap down. He got his lap back after the stage, and he is now running P6. So in just a little over 20 laps, 22 laps to be exact, he has went from 1 lap down to into 6th position and looking at the outside of the top 5 right here. So very impressed by Marini tonight.
Yeah, I bet he's licking his chops right now, getting ready to hopefully be able to make it into the top 5.
He is sizing up the 15 of Noel right now. You can see Noel washing up. He's looking for that opportunity, but look, he's being very, very patient. That's why he's in the position that he's in. That patience that he has shown tonight has served him well. As long as he can hold on to that patience, he's going to salvage a really good finish tonight here, Tracy.
He sure will. He's kind of come from out of nowhere, to be honest with you. But like you said, you know, didn't you say he went a lap down at the last stage break, got an EOL or something?
He got lapped right at the end of the stage because Tomlinson was going to be the lucky dog 2 laps down. And as they're coming to the end of stage 2, he actually went a lap down the lap before. So he gets his lap back after the stage. Being the lucky dog candidate, he gets his lap back after the stage, and he has worked his way now, again, in looks like just 25 laps. He has gone from 1 lap down to P6 and is eyeballing P5. So very, very impressive, the run he has had since the end of stage 2, where, he was a lap down.
That is impressive there. Oh, boy, it looks like he's going to have his hands full. But he seems to be pretty cool with it. Just looked like to me that maybe the 15 got a little bit edgy getting into turn 3.
Hopefully he can maintain throughout this race and not. Oh, he's going to shove it in there. Don't do it. Oh, come on.
No.
Don't. Come on, Marini. Don't do it. Patience.
Broadcaster curse. Oh, my goodness.
He's got a nose. He is at his door. Marini will clear him. He did it very smart. He's like, look, I'm here. You're holding me up. I need you to move. I'm going to give you a little bump here. I'm not going to get you out of shape. I'm not going to push you up the track, but I'm just going to make you aware. It's like, I am faster than you. And Noel courteously moves up the track, says, okay, don't turn me. Here you go.
I didn't think we were going to make another lap, though. I really didn't. I thought the broadcaster curse was getting ready to take over. The 12 was going to tap the 15 right in the left rear. And we were going to have another caution. So kudos to both of those drivers. First of all, the 12 for staying out of the 15, and the 15 for knowing when guys run him down. And, you know, the fastest way around here is just get out of the way, let him go around you, and fall in behind him.
12 in the wall hard.
And then hope that the car that passes you hits the wall.
Yeah, but worst part is the 12 still pulling away from the 15 as the 12 takes over P5.
As we see the lap car of Thronberg running in 21st. Let's see, I am showing him 21 laps down currently.
Definitely trying to gain here on the 10 of Butler. 18 laps down currently for Butler. He can make up a few more positions. If a few more of these guys fall out, he could definitely make up some more positions here. As he goes around P5, we all know he has speed. He's had speed before, has speed now. Led a lot of this race. But Fontaine and Kalinian have taken over the show here as they step away from Bailey and Mercado. Kalinian still very, very fast, but not just like Darrell Waltrip always said. There's catching a guy and then there's passing a guy. And Kalinian can stay right there with Fontaine, but he just cannot get a nose on him when it's time to go.
Yeah, both the turn 2 and turn 4 are very unique and completely different, but they are both corners really hard to put the hammer down when it comes to, you know, being able to pass someone. Turn 2, you know, that wall comes up quickly coming off of there, and it's real easy to push into that. And then, I don't know, that whole sweeping turn coming out of 4, if you aren't careful there, you'll be wall riding as well.
Sure, we see Bailey making up some ground here, slowly catching up to Kalinian. We see him kind of coming into the picture. Mercado back there as well. and then the lap down car of Thronberg. These guys have kind of stepped out from Marini back there. They're about 2 seconds ahead of Marini. Mercado is about 2 seconds ahead of Marini. It's the kind of the gap between 4th and 5th. But this top 4 are all within 2 seconds of each other. Mercado obviously tagging up the rear there. As we are inside 50 to go.
Yeah, Chris, over in the YouTube chat, the 10 car says 10 car here, just power went out, huge storm going through. So that's really unfortunate for the 10 of Butler, who is currently 18 laps down. But he apparently regained power and was able to get her going again.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we had a pretty good storm here in Oklahoma currently, and just kind of hoping it doesn't affect anything here as well. I didn't know they had storms like that up there in Canada. That's where the Canadians are from. It's Canada, in case no one knew.
You know, that's a good point. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a thunderstorm in Canada. That's good. I'm sure they've had them, but, you know, I don't spend a lot of time up north of the border.
Yeah, I went up there once by accident when I was in Niagara Falls. It's a lot easier to get over there than it is to get back. Especially when you go by accident and don't have a passport.
I could see the issue there, Chris. Yes.
Kalinian up there running the O'Toole line up against the wall. And Fontaine picking him up and putting him down. Stepping out away from Kalinian ever so slightly.
Yeah, you got to hand it to Fontaine. He's had speed all night long. And it was, you know, honestly, the 3, Thronberg does too, but Thronberg got caught up in that incident with a lap car. Pretty much ruined his chances for a win, but he can still pick up a few positions just hanging around here tonight.
Dave Woe8 in the chat says, Chris was deported from Canada. I may be the only person ever deported from Canada.
Oh, Dave Woe. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know, you know, I guess you could probably pass for some French heritage or something, maybe? Can you speak French?
Man. No, I speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's the wrong border, man. That's the wrong border.
That's just because I gotta know what my wife's yelling at me.
Yeah, you'll probably stay happier if you don't.
Right. Well, a little bit of insight for those viewing. Dave Woe 8 is actually a driver over in the Golden Racing League on our asphalt side and a commentator in the Golden Racing League dirt division. So he was subject to a couple of major incidents in Season 1 on the dirt side. So he decided that he would rather watch the race from the booth, which from the shots that he took on dirt last year, I would not blame him. The race is a lot easier to see when you're not upside down.
Yeah, and your goggles are packed full of dirt. Yeah.
Yes.
I can see where that would be an issue as well.
You see Mangrum there starting to work that high line as well. A couple other guys peeking up there to see if they can make it work. They're seeing the ground that Kalinian's made. We see the 10 diving on the pit road. Power must be back, but he may be having issues. 38 to go, and he is on pit road.
Yeah, this is probably a scheduled pit stop. He's only 19 laps down. I'm not sure when the power went out, though, so
he is taking tires here. He's now 20 down.
And this right here is exactly what Fontaine wants to see. Everyone strung out, single line racing, few seconds between everyone.
Oh yeah, second and a half ahead of Kalinian, almost 2 seconds to this point ahead of Kalinian. Kalinian had to have burned everything he had up running that high line. Tried to give it all he had, and I'm willing to bet he doesn't have anything left. As they're rolling right along, 35 to go. The 18 getting out of the way of the 17 here. 18 not a lead lap car. He's multiple laps down as well.
So the 17 of Bryce Fontaine has 48 laps in this stint. And let me check my notes real quick. I don't know, Chris, you might know right off the top of your head how far they can go on tank of fuel.
Let me take a look. I too have it in my notes. Fuel tank is 58 to 60 laps.